Today, we're diving into Flutter animations to create smooth page transitions using the PageRouteBuilder. Animations are a key part of making an app feel polished and professional. By the end of this video, you'll know how to build a custom animation that transforms one screen into another with style. So, let's get started. Alright, to start, we need a Flutter project. If you don't already have one, create a new project. Once that's done, open the project in your code editor of choice. I'll be using VS Code for this tutorial. Let's jump into the main.dart file. The first thing we'll do is set up two simple screens, home screen and detail screen. These will help us demonstrate our custom transition. Here's what the basic boilerplate code looks like. This is pretty straightforward. We've set up a material app with a home screen as our initial screen. Now let's create the two screens. I'll start with the home screen. Here, we've created a screen with two buttons. When the first button is tapped, it will trigger a navigation with a default slide animation. When the second button is tapped, it will trigger a navigation event using a function called createRoute. Don't worry, I'll explain that function in just a second. But first, let's quickly add the detail screen so we have something to navigate to. Perfect. Now we have two screens ready to go. The home screen with a button and the detail screen with some text. Now let's create our custom animation. Remember the createRoute function we used earlier? Let's define it right here in the home screen class. Okay, let's break this down step by step. First, PageRouteBuilder is the key class here. It gives us full control over how we navigate between screens. The arguments we used are PageBuilder. This is where you define the destination screen. In our case, it's detail screen. Transition duration, the duration of the forward transition. Reverse transition duration, the duration of the reverse transition. Transitions builder. This is the magic part where we define the animation that happens during the transition. In the transitions builder, we have four parameters. Context, the build context. Animation. This represents the animation driving the primary route. Secondary animation. This represents the animation for the route being replaced. Child. This is the widget for the destination screen, in our case, the detail screen. Next, let's talk about the animation itself. We've defined a tween with a starting position of 1.0, 0.0. This means the screen will slide in from the right. The ending position is offset 0.0, which is the default position. Then we chain the tween with a curve, in this case, curves.bounceout, which gives the animation a smooth effect. Finally, we drive the animation with the drive method and pass it to a slide transition. The slide transition widget is responsible for actually moving the screen based on the animation. And that's it. Our custom animation is ready. Now let's run the app and see how it works. So, when we click the first button on the home screen, it uses the default slide transition, as we can see. But when we click the second button, we can see how the detail screen slides in beautifully from the right with the bounce out curve animation. This is a simple yet powerful way to make your app feel modern and interactive. Try experimenting with different starting offsets, curves, parameters of PageRouteBuilder, or even replacing the slide transition with a fade transition or scale transition to create other effects. The possibilities are endless. Comment your creativity down below, and let's see who can create the best page transition. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more awesome Flutter tutorials. Also, let me know in the comments, what kind of animations do you want to see next? Until next time, happy coding!